Next one. So another one on business tenancies and what happens where there's been a breakdown.
I hate commercial.
Yeah, commercial. But again, I'll talk about commercial in a second, okay? But it's always really about remembering how Section 25 and 26 work, and 30.
I like those though, they're quite nice.
They are.
I like my Section 5, my Section 26 is 6 months to 12 months, so
You got it.
fine.
That is all you need, actually. If you know that.
And the reasons why.
Yeah, the reasons why under Section 30. Yeah, as long as you know that, you're okay. And what happens if they don't agree new terms on a new tenancy?
Goes to the court.
Yeah.
The court can, I know this, the court can agree the new terms. It'll be on rent-wise, it can be market rent, I think.
Yeah.
And there's a certain period, like a certain term, I think it's 10 years that they can't go on 2 years.
So close. 15. But other than that, you're spot on. And you've answered the question this time without even going through the question, which is very clever, because that is exactly the question. You've done brilliantly. So the question is exactly what you've just kind of preempted, actually. So I'll just go through it very quickly, but you're absolutely right.
Please.
Solicitor is acting for the tenant of a business premises in connection with an application for the grant of a new tenancy following service of Section 26. So this is the tenant preempting. And I'll just talk about that briefly in a sec. Although the landlord is not opposing the grant of a new tenancy, the tenant is concerned that they will not reach agreement on terms. Solicitor advises the tenant that in default of the agreement, the court has power to order a new tenancy for a new duration. Tenant has asked for the clarification. In other words, tenant said, "What are you talking about?" Basically, as I always joke with my wife, do you remember, what was it called? Different Strokes. What are you talking about, Willis? Do you remember that? Many years ago. You're too young, Joe. You're too young.
Oh, I'm not, but no.
Yeah. Anyway, so he's basically saying what you want about. So, if the landlord and tenant don't agree the terms, what can the court do? Exactly what you just said. Order a new tenancy on whatever terms they decide. 2 exceptions: market rent and not exceeding 15. Okay. But let me just talk this through just very quickly. Okay. Section 25, as you know, is where the landlord basically knows that the tenant is coming to the end of their contractual term. Commercial, yeah? And they can do one of 3 things with Section 25.